Welcome, Virgo, to your mid-month reading for March. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, please hit that big old like button and subscribe. Okay, guys, let's see what's going on with you. Okay, using the Akashic Tarot. Ooh. Let's get in here and see what's going on. Digging deep. Digging deep into those Akashic records. And remember, friends, this is a general reading, so whatever doesn't resonate with you, don't make it fit, throw it away. It's meant for someone else. Best messages, please, coming out. And remember, time is also fluid. First card coming out is the Queen of Roses. Having the Queen of Roses over here, and the next card coming out after that is the Will, Wisdom, and Mind. Ooh, powerful three within yourself when it comes to mind, body, and soul. And having the Queen of Forces coming out. That's a very powerful card right there. Okay, let's just start there for just 1 second, right? Because there's a lot going on right here. We have the Queen of Roses coming out, and the Queen of Roses it's a water card, right? It's like the Queen of Cups in its own way, right? But this is saying this is that loving connection. It's talking about love. It's talking about what you're in love with, right? A relationship with someone you know it may deepen and become more meaningful, or someone new may appear. Be open to the connection. It may be a romantic one, or it might be that a friend, a family member, or a coworker is going to be helpful and valuable to you in some way. All right. So it says the Queen of Roses can represent you or a woman in your life stepping into the role of wife or mother at this time, and it's time for a loving energy to be voiced. So take that how it is, guys. Okay. And it also shows a happy resolution to a difficulty with a family member or a friend or a love relationship. The time for peaceful, loving connection is at hand. So open your heart to the expression of caring within and around you. So take that how it resonates for you. There's a couple of very interesting things going on there, right? You'll know what it is, right? Because your discernment will say, oh, it's that one, right? So with the Will, Wisdom, and Mind, it's saying keep everything open, right? Keep your mind open, right? This is a time for enormous power when it comes to this relationship. It's, that's going on when it comes to this Queen of Roses, right? This is talking about the divine moves within you equally between the power and will and love and wisdom and intellect or mind. You are working intimately with your ascended masters and linked to these energies. They are pushing you towards this love. They are pushing you towards this, if it's a reconciliation, this motherhood, this whatever is going on with this divine love connection, right? They're pushing you towards that. They're saying this is your higher purpose. You need to be here. So you can combine the fire of creativity within the water of receptiveness in order to make your contribution to the world. That's what it's talking about in that area, right? This is raising your focus and your power when it comes to this love situation and taking advantage of these powers. The divine forces are moving through you so that you can manifest the powers in the world and making this love connection connect, making it reconcile the way it needs to be reconciled. Okay. So this is a very divine thing that's going on right now. This isn't just it needs to be this way. It has to be this way because this is what is connected for you at this time through this love situation, this connection. The Queen of Forces. The Queen of Forces is a person in your life coming into a phase of greater power as well, and the ability to sustain it with the wonderful resorts. So not only are you coming into power, they're also coming into power because you guys are being pushed and connected together. That's the way the soul is making it. This is a soul connection, right? This is the way it's supposed to be. So they're saying whatever was going on within this love, whether it was hot, cold, it's going to get hotter. No matter what it is. If it was just lukewarm, it's getting warm. It's going to get hotter because it needs to be this way. This is the way it needs to be. There is a gift of grace and serene understanding when it comes between you and this person. This is the way it's supposed to be. Okay. Even if it's a business associate, remember, it could just be a coworker, right? It just feels like no matter what it is, you are using that creativity and receptibility again. That's what the will and wisdom was. So not only are you doing that, you guys are marrying each other in a lot of ways. Okay. And it doesn't mean just because you're marrying each other doesn't mean it's twin flame. It means that this is the way it's supposed to be. Karmic relationships are built this way as well, right? When two need to be together. Even if you feel like you're the opposites because of the moon and the sun, it says we're going to make it as one. You can become like a solar eclipse, right? I mean, if they come together, you become an eclipse, right? Eclipse of the heart. Oh my God, it reminds me of that song, Eclipse of the Heart. God, I don't like that song. I just want you to know that. I'm just one of those people. I just never liked that song. But anyways, Total Eclipse of the Heart. Never liked that song, but that's the song that's coming to mind. I know, could be a weirdo. I just never really liked that song, but that's what it reminds me of. Okay, so it's saying during this spring or this autumn, depending on where you are, but we're definitely in spring right now, is what we're talking about now. For my Australian and New Zealand friends, we are talking about autumn for you. During this time, it will go through this phase. You're turning a phase and turning a leaf when it comes into this new area, right? It's kind of like even as winter turns to spring, right? We have to go, we're turning a new leaf within this relationship. This relationship is meant to be just as the seasons are meant to be. Okay, things are coming back around. Maybe you felt like, you know what, we haven't had this tie in a while, but it's coming back around because, you know, and even, oh my gosh, I even heard it, even if it's just for some of you, just for a season. There's something there that has to be done, even if just for the season. Wow, that's interesting. That means that there's something that was not done, something was not learned, something, right? Or it is time of the season for you to really, really connect. You will know. Like I said, use your discernment. You will know at that time, was it meant just for the season, or is it meant to be at this season that we last forever, right? Because we're not always meant to last forever. Sometimes we just need that because of the purpose of learning, right? So it's going to be a lot different for everyone. This is not a personal reading, so that one is going to be hard to say. I can't, you know, I'm not even going to go there whether it was just made for a season. Intricacies and industry. If it lasts more than the season and it actually goes into summer, then you will know, right, that it wasn't meant just for the season. Okay, there are small details in industries and things that need to go on within there's that learning. There's things I need to learn. There's things that I need to perceive. There's things that we need to learn about each other, that we need to grow with each other for this, like I said, just for this time. Let's just say for this time, because I don't know if it's going to last forever or if it's going to just be for the season. Okay, but there's something that has to be learned. There's certain details and certain things that are going on within the situation that have to come together. It's like meant to be. It's almost like fated. Sorry, it is. It's fated for this to happen this way. It was a part of a soul contract. It's a part of who you are and what you need to have done. 7 of Scrolls. Look at all the little things that are going on around you, because this is going to take a lot of perception, you know, to see what it is that I'm learning. What is it that I need to look at? What is it? Okay, so this one right here says it's building and renovating. You know, is it building up? It's building no matter what, that relationship. We just know that. Okay, so it says pay considerable attention to detail and follow through. While you may have long-term goal in mind, the small steps are what's important now. Even the most magnificent, my goodness, cathedrals were built by stone, by day by day. It only by heaping up the small things to get up to the large and great things. Yeah, okay. So all it's saying is pay attention to what's going on around you when it comes to this relationship. Okay, leave it there. Something is there. Something needs to be there, right? Something is needed. Something has to happen. It's just meant that way. Okay, so we have manifesting. reflection. There's something that you're reflecting upon, some kind of news that's going to come in that you need to pay very good attention to, something that has to do with, for some of you, it might even be a pregnancy that's coming up. You might be pregnant. There's some kind of abundance, some kind of growth. No matter what, we're talking about the will, wisdom, and mind with the Queen of Forces. So there's definitely growth and evolution that's coming to this. Action must be taken in this situation, right? This is where things have to go this way, right? This is the way it's supposed to be. This is what's justice. This is what's fair. This is the truth. This is what was supposed to happen. There could have been something that you felt like some dishonesty was going on, and now you feel like you're working hard. There's that reconciliation, working hard, even though it's slow and steady, to this growth and achievement between the two of you, right? Don't see it as just them trying to get away with something. Let's try to look at it from a different, there it is, look at it from a different point of view. Or what are they doing? Why do we need to be here? What is the point? There's a lot of love, compassion, creativity. If you felt like they were getting away with something before, right, now we need to look past that so we can get past the burden, so we can figure out what is going on within the situation, so we can release that, so that we can continue on our merry way with the way that we're supposed to be building a teamwork. There's supposed to be teamwork here. It's supposed to be building. It's supposed to have the, for some of you, goals for long term. Some of you, it is long term. It's supposed to have that long term reward. But you might have felt like somebody was taking advantage of someone. We need to get past that. We need to have that talk. We need to figure out what we're doing. Really looking at it, because there's a soulmate connection going on here, right? To where we need to figure this out. We need to understand unconditional love. There's a lot of unconditional love going on over here, but something got in the way of it. Somebody may have gotten in the way of it, and we need to fix this. Okay? There has to be more nurturing when it comes to this situation, because the two of you are meant to be here, whether you are siblings, whether you are, whatever it is. You're meant to be together. This is where it's supposed to be. This is the Wheel of Fortune. I told you it was fated. This is where your destiny leads you. This is where you're fated to have this connection with this person, with this, but there has to be a change. And I understand the ups and downs, but we all have ups and downs. Every relationship has ups and downs. Some are really bad and some are really good, but all of it together comes out with a karmic life cycle. That is the way it's supposed to be, right? But we have to get back on top. But the only way to get back on top is to learn and pay attention, because it's meant to be this way. Like I said, for some of you long-term, some of you not so long-term, but there's something that still has to be learned. Okay? There is a lesson. There is something here that you guys are supposed to learn from each other. Be it what it is. Everybody's learning is going to be different. Some of it might be learning that unconditional love, that unconditional value, having the more compassion, right? It's going to be a little different. Let's see what's going on over here. Best message for the video, please. Ooh. Planting those seeds, having the overall rewards to the situation and the material harvest. So knowing where you're coming, right, where you're coming from, understanding, having accelerated motion, learning, building those bridges for the love, the unconditional love, for the love thereof. Having that with the new beginnings. This is where we're supposed to be. This is what is supposed to be happening. So whatever it is, it's supposed to happen. And you guys might be aware of this and might not be aware. I have a card on the ground, guys. Let's see what it is. Ace of Swords. So just knowing that you have that mental clarity, and you might even have this mental clarity and this understanding, like, I know this is supposed to be this way. Somebody also knows that they're supposed to, like you guys are marrying each other. Okay? But that's, a lot of times that's what the soul can, when you have soul contracts, they do that anyways. It doesn't always have to be twin flame that you're marrying each other, right? I can say that at times, me and my best friend, right, kindred souls can have this mirroring effect, right? Two peas in a pod scenario, right? So it doesn't always have to be a twin flame, okay? Twin flames are so rare anyways. It's like 1 to 3% of the, I think now it says it's 2 to 3%. At one time they said 1 to 2. I guess it depends on who you're looking at. But it doesn't matter. It's such a small amount, and not everybody has a twin flame. Okay, not everybody has that. We're not all built that way. but it's a lot of, but we still have soulmates that we've lived in other, times with, past lives with. And this is obviously one of them. And you guys have a soul contract that says we need to be together. This is what it needs to be, even if it's only for this amount of time, because that's what the soul contract says, right? And we all have them. That's why we keep running into these karmics, because we're teaching each other lessons. We're teaching things about ourselves. We're teaching each other about life. We're even teaching each other about hurt and pain. That's what they want, And then we leave with those lessons and we grow stronger. Okay? Okay, my friends. Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.